Good afternoon, friends. It's Heather at Bush Poppy Farm. Hope you are doing well. It is late in the afternoon, so much for me getting a bunch of stuff done today. It's been a kind of a crazy day. Anyway, we are going to be direct sowing some stuff in the garden today, and I want to show you what I've got. This is a whole mishmash of things, but some things that I'm still totally okay to start here at the beginning of June. So the first thing is echinacea. I've got this just basic echinacea here that I'm going to start. Now, it says days to maturity 110. Because this is a perennial, I find that they don't bloom the first year. So just if you're going to start echinacea, expect that you may not get blooms this year. So I'm going to put this, I'm not sure exactly where yet, but in a place where it can stay forever. So echinacea. Also going to be starting a little bit of dill. This is Ducat dill, which I can use edibly as well as in bouquets. And then I have, since I lost a lot of patio varieties tomatoes, I'm going to start some determinate tomatoes today from seed in the garden. I'm not starting them in trays. I happen to have a lot of these seeds, and so I'm going to take a chance. This is the cream sausage variety. These are determinate. They do get a decent size, but not so big that they need a massive trellising system. And with determinate tomatoes, generally all your fruit comes on at once. And so, you know, that's totally cool. This, let's see, 80 days from transplanting. So we're probably looking at, I don't know, 90 to 100 days for these to be fruiting. Then I'm going to try to find a shady place in the garden. I don't know that I can, for some cherry bell radishes. What I usually do is I'll sow a row like under the cucumber trellis because they're shaded, but the cucumbers are very slow this year because it's been so cold this spring. So I think if I do that, they might bolt, but we'll give it a shot. And then I also have, in that same vein, for the same area, some romaine seeds here. These are Sunland, so they are more tolerant of heat and are less likely to bolt unless you get really hot. So sow a row of that as well. And then I have another sweet corn. Now at this point, half of the corn that I've planted has been eaten by rodents or whatever's eating them. So I'm going to start another round. These are only 75 days to maturity. So this is Ashworth Sweet. 75 days is plenty of time. We are just at the beginning of June. I definitely will get corn out of this. And I think what I'm going to do is I have two empty, not empty, they have soil in them, the grow bags from the potatoes, two of them. I think I'm just going to put some seeds in there. They'll come up all together in a big cluster. They don't need to be spaced super far apart. And yeah, I think that'll be a good idea. And in general, nothing's been bothering anything that's been inside those grow bags. So I think it'll be a while before the bad guys find these, but we'll see. Okay, another thing I'm starting. This is the rest of this. Well, not the rest. Three of these, next three of these are flowers. This is amaranth, the green cascade variety. I kind of gave up growing amaranth out at the farm because I just wasn't having luck with it. It was blooming at this tall, like it just wasn't giving me any growth. And I think that's largely because we just stay so cold for so long and then we go into super high heat. There's no nice transition. And I think that's why it never really works for me. But I'm going to try here in the garden. We'll direct sow some on the fence line and see what happens. Okay, and then two more that I'm direct sowing in here. Marigold, Cocoa, Deep Orange. Now this is not the French marigold. This is a different variety. They have really big heads. These are the kinds that you see in celebrations in India. They're beautiful. And in fact, I get calls every year for as many of these as possible. I have some already growing out at the farm, but I'm going to put more in the ground here, just speckled around. And when we get them, we get them. And then Coreopsis. This is double sunburst. Again, I'm going to put these in some of the raised beds, just direct sow. Coreopsis is really pretty and it will bring in more pollinators. We have a lot already, but it just adds beauty to the garden. And then finally, are the beans. And since the majority of my beans got annihilated, we are going to re-sow. So I have 4 varieties here. This is Provider Bush Bean, and this guy I think I'm going to put up in the raised beds up there. When the garlic comes out, I'll put a bunch of these in as well in that same bed. So I'm going to do multiple successions. Then we have Dragon's Tongue Bean, and the last 2 are drying beans. This one is California Black Eye and Jacob's Cattle. So I'm going to go ahead and get those sown. I'm going to put them all in this row where everything got eaten, and I'm going to, well, not all of them, but I'm going to fill this entire U-shaped bed here with those seeds. We'll put them other places as well. But I'm hoping that by leaving the stalks of the other beans, that maybe they will hide the seedlings as they come up. We'll see. I'll just have to set more and more mouse traps and hope that I can be successful in catching them. Okay, so I'm gonna get started by sowing these beans since I'm hanging out right here, and then we'll move on to where we're gonna put everything else. Okay, so I've planted the beans and the corn and sowed some tomatoes in a squash bed. But what I'm going to do now is in this old stock tank where I raised baby chickens at one point, I drilled a bunch of holes in it, filled it with soil a couple years ago, and have been growing things in it. This is California currant, and of course there were daffodils in here this spring. What I think I'm going to do is just fill this bed with this mix of flowers that I have from old seed. It's not that old. It's seeds that I'm not growing anymore out at the farm. But it's a cool mix, and I'm just going to pack this bed. We've got baby's breath, auric, craspedia, mignonette, gomphrena, cadicia, eryngium, cosmos, aster, and apple of Peru. Now the apple of Peru might be a problem because that thing gets huge, so I may have to end up pulling out some of those. But I originally put this bag of seeds together to sprinkle at the farm on a new bed, and I haven't built that bed yet. So I won't use all of these seeds because that would be too many for this area, but I am going to sprinkle them in and cover them up lightly and then water it in deeply and keep it watered till they germinate. And I think we'll get some cool stuff in here. But first, I need to take all of this daffodil foliage down. Some of it's still drying down, but I think it's enough. It'll be enough to have fed the bulbs. So I'll pull all this stuff out, and then we will get these seeds sown. Okay, well, we've sown the beans, tomatoes, radishes, lettuce. Now that lettuce was pelletized seed from 2023, so I sowed it pretty thickly because I'm assuming most of it won't germinate. Usually pelletized seeds don't last very long. And then all the wildflowers. And I currently have the irrigation running, you might be able to hear it in the background, on everything where I sowed. So it'll get more irrigation in the morning, but because it's dry right now, I wanted to give these guys some extra water. Okay, you guys, that's gonna be it for me today. Got some stuff to do this afternoon to prepare for dinner. So yeah, we will join up tomorrow. I'm gonna go help a client in the morning, and then hopefully we can get back to moving rocks and doing all the other things. Also, the Rudbeckia Goldstrom and the Lamium should be arriving either late tonight or tomorrow. It was supposed to arrive yesterday, but it got delayed. So we will be doing more transplanting with that. I'm really looking forward to the Rudbeckia. It's going to be a wonderful addition out here, as well as the cottage garden and at the farm. So join me then. Thanks again for hanging out. I hope you have a wonderful time in your garden, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.